Hard to believe it's November in Ohio and the bees are flying like they are. Got a little bit of a warm spell the last couple days. The weather's turned around. It almost feels like middle of spring, but that isn't the case. Before we know it, the weather will turn cold and it will remain that way for several months. And the bees have to have plenty of food stores in their hives to make it through this long spell. And that's where we come in, not only the beekeepers, but everybody. And I know you're asking yourself, how can everybody help contribute to the honeybees and making sure that they have plenty of food? Well, I'm going to tell you. Hello folks, Jason Chrisman here, JC's Bees. In today's video I want to show a couple new feeders that came to me back in the middle of summer. And these particular bee feeders are not just made for beekeepers. They're made so every individual can buy these feeders, they can set them up, and they'll help contribute to the honeybees' food stores, the food that they have in their colonies. You think about it, how many people do you know that feed hummingbirds? And that's good. Hummingbirds are a pollinator. This new feeder designs came out to make it a lot easier for everybody to set up these feeders, very similar to setting up a hummingbird feeder. And yeah, you help contribute to the honeybees' food stores, which is a great thing. Think of how nice it would be for us beekeepers to have people in our area setting up these feeders and helping to provide food for the bees. And I'm not just talking about SERP, I'm also talking about pollen substitute. Two different feeders. We got a pollen substitute feeder and a sugar SERP feeder. So let's get right into it, and I'll show you what these look like. And then I'm also going to leave links down below where you can purchase these particular feeders. So let's dive right in. Up first is the sugar SERP feeder. It consists of a bottle, a plastic flower that goes on top, just for some added prettiness. Help to attract the bees, I guess, maybe. The bees absolutely love this. In this feeder, it comes with everything you see here, including this plastic stick. Now the plastic stick's actually supposed to go in the ground, but just because my bee yard is back there in the background, I decided to drill a hole in the railing on my deck and insert the feeder here. And it's worked out rather well. I tell you, I've been using this all the way through the year, and it's just been very easy for me as a beekeeper to provide SERP to the girls when they need it. Now, the second feeder is this pollen sub feeder. It's down on the inside of here. You put your pollen substitute, and I'm going to break both these feeders down in a minute and show you how they go together. Pollen substitute goes on the inside so it stays dry. It actually goes down in this little cup portion down here at the bottom. You can see it does come with a stick to help elevate it from the ground. This one here is a purple flower. Okay, so now let me take a minute and just show you how both of these feeders break down and how they go back together. Okay, so now to refill our feeder, it's pretty simple. We simply remove it from the base, pour our SERP mixture in, put the base back on, and then we just simply flip it back over. Now let's go put it back in place. There we go. It's that easy. Now within a few minutes, usually the bees find this and they'll start drinking down the SERP. You can see the little reservoir down here. It's already got SERP in it. So we've actually got two lids. You've got the very top lid, and then you've got this bottom lid here. On the inside of the bottom lid, you've got what I want to call the ladder, and this is just simply for the bees to be able to crawl up and be able to exit. You really don't have to disassemble any of this. Just snap this all off in one piece and set it to the side. Now we're going to take pollen substitute in our cup, and we're going to snap this lid back on. just like so. Voila, we are done. And this would be the entrance where the bees go up and in to get to the pollen substitute. So let's get it set back up for the bees to find. Okay, real quick, I do want to mention that a feeding stimulant does come with the Sub Feeder. It comes in this little vial here, and the bees are greatly attracted to this, so use it sparsely. When you run out in this little vial, you can use a product called Honey Bee Healthy that can be purchased on eBay or maybe even on Amazon. I also want to mention that the pollen feeder comes with this little canister of pollen substitute, and if the bees are not able to get pollen on their own, they will be hitting the pollen feeder hard, and this little container won't take very long to go through. So to get more, I recommend a product called Ultra Bee, and they can be purchased. This is a 10-pound bucket, and it can be purchased on Amazon. I'm going to leave a link for this and Honey Bee Healthy down in the video description, and those will take you over at Amazon, where you can buy both of these products. And that's just in case you're not a beekeeper and you want to participate in feeding the bees. If you are a beekeeper, then you obviously know Man Lake, Dandant, Kelly Bee Supply. There's many options to get both of those products. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And thanks for watching, folks. JC's Bees. Always trying to think about the bees and ways we can make this a little easier for everybody. And I think these pollen feeders and Sub feeders are going to help us a lot.